Good morning everyone here. This is Radha from MSc in Biotechnology and I am doing currently my research in bacteria from the soil. So I am here to teach you botany. So shall we start with the topic? You're all ready? Okay. So my first topic will be sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So first of all, what do you mean by sexual reproduction? See, in human, if you see, this is the egg. This is the female egg, right? Female egg. And this is the sperm, which together fuse to form a zygote, right? Zygote. This zygote further develop into an embryo. Embryo, right? The same process happens in the flower also. Same process happens in flower also. Okay. So let us start with the topic. Okay. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Flowering plants. Okay. So before going into any topic, we need to plan the lesson. Okay, we need to have the map of lesson. So what are all we are going to study? Let's see. Okay, so first you will be learning structure of male and female gamete. Structure of male and female gamete. Then once the structure is done, we'll have to see formation of male and female gamete. Okay, so structure and next will be a formation of male and female gamete. Once the formation of male and female gamete happens, then the fusion will occur. Okay, fusion means fertilization will happen. So that is known as a pollination or fertilization. Understand? Fertilization. Next we will be learning a types of pollination. Types of pollination. See, in types of pollination, the pollination will happen in various ways. So pollination will occur one with the animals, one with water, one with the insects. There are n number of types of pollination. So that you have to study. Okay. Next will be outbreeding. Breeding device. What does it mean? See, if in some relationship you see, in some families if you see, there is marriages that happens in the relationship itself. There if you see, there is a lot of problems occur. That is genetic level it happens. Okay, inherents it happens. Okay, so in the same way in the flowering also, see male and female gamete will be present in the same flower. So they will have the self pollination. That nature itself do not require all these. Okay, wow. So this is the device which prevent the self pollination. Okay, there are a lot of pollination like self pollination. Next, cross pollination. There are a lot of this thing, and to overcome the self pollination, so outdoor breeding devices is invented. Next, so let us start with the structure of male and female gamete. So please everyone copy it. Actually, flower is of two types. Flower is of two type. Okay, which is monoecious and dioecious. Okay, this is a bisexual, this is a monosexual. Okay, so what is the meaning of monosexual? So before coming to this 2 point, let us discuss the structure of both male and female plant. Okay, flower. Okay, now this one is the this is what? Stigma. This is actually female organ, reproductive organ, you can say that. Okay, reproductive organ, okay. So this is the stigma, this is a style, and this is ovary, and these three together forms carpel or pistil. Okay, see, this is the female reproductive organ. Carpel is the female reproductive organ. Please remember, this is the female reproductive organ. Who is that? Which one? Carpel. Now you see, this is the thalamus. Okay. Now this is thalamus. Here this one you can see, say sepal, and this is petal. This one is gynoecium. Okay. Now this is a sepal, petals, and gynoecium. This sepal is known as a calyx. Okay. Why it is said to be a calyx? When sepal is present more than one, it is known as a calyx. Now petal is known as a corolla. Okay. Why it is said to be a corolla? In the sense, when the petal is present more than one, so it is known as a carpel. Okay, and this one is a gynoecium. Gynoecium. Okay, gynoecium is the female reproductive organ. Now here you see, this is the female reproductive organ. Are you all clear with this? Done with this? Shall I rub it off? Okay. Okay. Now you see this. One more point. This petal and sepal, you know, these both, sepal plus petal, is known as non-essential whorl. Do you know why the reason it is said to be a non-essential whorls? Do you know the reason? The reason is that they do not involve in the reproduction process. That is the reason it is non-essential whorl. Okay. Now, what is monoecious and what is dioecious? So please copy this. Don't forget it. Now I'm going to the next one. This one, monoecious and dioecious. Okay. Just generally I'm saying this. Okay. This is actually a male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ. Okay. This one is what? This one is anther. Okay. This one is anther and this is filament. Filament. And here it will be a thalamus. Thalamus. Understand? And this end will be a proximal end. Okay. Proximal end. Right? And this is the distal end. Distal end. Okay. Do you understand? This is the male reproductive organ. This is enough. Next, I will be moving to this topic. I just wanted to teach you what is monoecious and what is dioecious. Okay. So, do you all understand? It is a just general information. In the next topic, I will be teaching you deeply how the formation of gametogenesis and everything. Okay. Just to make you understand these two, I just gave an short information on this. Okay. So have you seen male and female organ, right? So what is monoecious? Suppose this one is the flower, okay? Okay. Okay. See, monoecious means, mono means single. If both the male and the female organ present in the same flower, it is known as monoecious. Understand? Sorry, I am very sorry. It is actually a dioecious. You know, di means two. Both the male and female flower present in the same flower, it is known as a dioecious. Okay. Now what is monoecious? Now monoecious is, suppose this is the plant. Okay. This is the plant. When a plant has both male and female flower, male is present in one flower and the female is present in another flower, that is known as monoecious. Okay, that is known as a monoecious. Okay, do you all understand? So this is all monoecious. One more point is there. Let me teach you this. We'll have to rub off this too. Megasporophyll. 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 You know, what does it mean? See, suppose this is the flower, okay? This is a plant. See, before, if you see, the flower itself will be in this form, but due to some change, due to some evolution, the flower has come only from the leaf. So that is the reason it is known as mega means female, spore means spore, fill means leaf or the plant. So the plant which the flower which has fill means leaf, okay, leaf. So the flower which the female flower which has been generated from the leaf, that is the reason it is known as a megasporophyll. Mega means female, spore means a spore, okay. So this one is one, and another is this, is that microsporophyll. Same way, micro means male, spore means spores, fill means leaf. The flower which is being generated from the leaf, the male flower which is being generated from the leaf, that is known as a microsporophyll. Now, one more point is to be discussed here, is that, see, what will be the next? So, syncarpus. Syncarpus and apocarpus. The meaning is that syncarpus means the carpel. Who is that carpel? Carpel. So, not like this. The carpus, the carpel will be synced together with the organs. Organ means the stem, the flower, the leaf. This together will be in fused form, and this will be in free form. Understand? The freely, the pistil or carpel will be in a free form, that is known as a carpus, apocarpus, and this is a syncarpus. Okay. Now you just see male organ. So this, now you have seen the structure of male and female reproducing organ. Okay, now this one is the male reproducing organ. Okay, so this is the anther, this is filament, and distal end, proximal end, this is distal end. Now you see here, this is the structure of male reproductive organ. Now how many lobes are there here? 2 lobes. So it is a bilobe, right? Bilobe. Okay. Everything is seen here. Now we are going to cut this and see this section. Cross section of this we are going to see. So it will appear like this. Just it will be like this. Okay. Here will be a connective tissue. Here will be a connective tissue, and here is the sac. Okay, so just to draw you a proper diagram. Okay, okay, this is epidermis, dermis, or this is endothecium, thecium. Okay, and this one is the middle layer. Okay, middle layer. This is also known as a exothecium, exothecium, and this one is known as tapetum, tapetum. Here this is the pollen sac, pollen grain. Okay, pollen grain. Here will be a tissues. Okay, this one actually known as megasporangium tissue, megasporangium tissue, megasporangium tissue. See, what is mega? Mega means what? Sorry, I'm very sorry. It is microsporangium. Microsporangium. Micro means male, sporangium. Okay. Now see, the epidermis and endothecium and the middle layer. The most important function of these three layers is to protect the pollen grain. Okay. Now you see this endodermis, no? It is actually a thin. It is actually thin. Endodermis. Epidermis. Epidermis. Actually, it is very thin. Okay. But due to some environmental changes, it causes a thickening of its layer. It becomes a thicken. Okay. Now this endothecium. What is the function of endothecium is that, see, when the pollen grain is about to ready, when it is ready, the pollen grain is ready to release the grain, to release the pollen. Okay. That time what happens, this endothecium becomes a dehydrated. Okay, and the dry. Once a dehydration happens, what it will happen to it? It becomes a dry and it will form some crackers. It gets dry and shrink. Okay, and that shrink causes a breakage in the pollen grain, and hence the pollen is released through the line of dehiscence through the stomium. Here there is an stomium is present. Here you can see here. Okay, or here also you can see. Okay, here the through which the like this is the stomium, line of dehiscence, line of dehiscence. Okay, line of dehiscence, stomium. Here stomium is present. That means endothecium. Okay, so what is the function of endothecium? This endothecium has some thickening on its inner wall. It has some thickening on its inner wall. When the pollen grain is ready, the endothecium becomes dehydrated and it gets dry and gets shrinks and then causes a breakage in the connective tissue through, and then the pollen grain is released through the line of dehiscence. Okay, by the stomium. Okay, so this is swallowed. Now middle layer. Middle layer will have a 3 layer. Okay, like this. This is also known as a ephemeral. Ephemeral. You know the main function of an ephemeral middle layer is that it provides nutrition to the growing pollen. Okay, to the growing pollen. Okay, wow. This is known as ephemeral since it is a short-lived. since it provides lot of nutrient to the growing pollen and becomes a short-lived. It is a short-lived. Ephemeral middle layer is a short-lived. Okay. Now the tapetum. You see, tapetum is always, this tapetum is binucleated. It is binucleated. Tapetum is binucleated. It is binucleated and polyploidy, and this binucleated tapetum will generate lot of genetic material. Why it generates lot of genetic material is that it has to protect to itself and also to the growing pollen. That is the main function of this tapetum. Now this one is a microsporangium tissue. In the microsporangium tissue, the pollen grain is present. Now this microsporangium tissue become a pollen sac once the pollen is matured. So this microsporangium tissue will get converted into a pollen sac when the pollen is ready to released, when pollen is matured. Okay, understand? You understand? Okay. Anything else in this? Okay, so it will be like this, this one, it will be like this. Okay, it will be like this. Now shall we take this out? This is this one, this layer, shall we take this out? Okay, so I am rubbing this off. Prasant, can you just check it is getting recorded? So what I said, this is a connective tissue, sorry, sporangium, microsporangium. Microsporangium. Okay, and this is the pollen grain. Sorry, this is pollen grain. Okay, this one is known as a microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell. Why it is said to be a microspore mother cell? It is a mother cell. So I'm going to take this out. So it will be like this. Okay. So this one is a micro. I am taking this out. Microspore mother cell. Mother cell. Okay. Or MMC. This microspore mother cell will undergo a mitosis. First mitosis. Sorry, meiosis. It will undergo a meiosis. First meiosis. Meiosis. When it undergoes a meiosis, it forms two cells. Okay, it forms two nucleated cells. Okay, you're like this. And here still it is bound with the connective tissue. Still it is connected with the connective tissue. It is still. Okay. Now again second meiosis will happen. When the second meiosis happens, this will give a 2 nuclei cell and this one will give a 2 nuclei. So it will be like this. Okay. Still it is connected with the connective tissue. Understand? Okay. Now after a certain changes, it will develop into separate cells. Okay, like this. Now this is all n. N. This is also n. N. This is also n, another n. This is n. This is n. So how many are n? So it is